So I turn the can upside down because that's where the opening is on the bottom. Oh, and this is what it looks like when you first open it up. The can said to use gloves, so let's glove up. Now it also says that this dries very quickly, so you need to probably take out the portion that you're going to use and then put the lid back on it because it does dry out quickly. This is a sandable wood because after I get all the cracks and holes filled up, I am planning on staining, can't talk this morning, planning on staining the deck. So first things first, let's get this putty open. If you notice, I do have two putty knives. I did that because I saw where they had said that the putty is very flexible and movable, but you definitely want to take out what you're going to use and put the top back on it to prevent it from drying out. Now I did go pull a knife from the house because I wanted to stir this up before I put out what I wanted to. This is a knife that I'm not going to be reusing, but I'm going to use it today just to go ahead and stir this up. I'm going to take out a portion that I'm going to be using today, and I'm going to actually put it on this wide tooth spatula. And I'm doing that and this is the portion I'm going to use right now, but I want to make sure, as the instructions say, that I put this lid back on and that I put it back on tight because it dries up real quickly. Now we're going to go to our first hole, and the thing that I didn't show you on camera is that I have already cleaned this hole out. So you definitely need to make sure that you clean the holes out before you actually apply the mixture to it. So here we go. And that's a pretty deep hole. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like I still got some pieces that didn't come out earlier. So I'm again make sure that that is dust free so the sealer can have something to adhere to. So let me put this on pause, and I'm gonna run the blower through it one more time to make sure we got all the little particles, because I want this to seal in perfectly. All right, so with the magic of video, this is now cleaned, and I'm gonna just start filling this in. So the first thing it tells you is, or from the instructions that I read, is to go against the grain when you first put it in. And that's just to make sure that you are sealing the hole. So I'm going against the grain right now just to seal the hole. Use my fingers because I want to make sure that this gets into the hole. And now I know why it says goes against the grain, because that makes it goes in when you're going against the grain. Once I know that that is in, I can go with the grain just to make sure that that hole is being filled. And remember that this is also sandable, so even though it looks like I'm putting a whole lot on it, I am going to go back through and sand it to make sure that it adheres to it. Now along this side also there's a large crack, so I'm actually going to put all of this down. and just start sealing up the cracks.